Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial. My name is Chiju Lucky and I'm here to show you how to use CorelDRAW. Here we are still explaining the CorelDRAW tools. Now let's go over to the shadow tool. This shadow tool, you use it to add drop shadow to your object. For example, let, let me put the text. You add a text and here I'll add shadow to the text that I have added. Let me put a color on the text. Okay, make it bold. Then with this shadow tool, I would add drop shadow to this text. So after selecting, then I'll click and drag the text and you release it. Now we can see that the text have drop shadow now. So this shadow, you can adjust it the way you like. Maybe this way, or you can zoom and just a little bit. Then in the property, you can see that we have um, properties for this drop shadow. Here we have clear shadow. If I want to remove the drop shadow, I can click it and the shadow is gone. I'll undo. And here I have the opacity of the shadow is at 50%. I can increase it to maybe 75%. You can see how it is changing the visibility of the shadow. Here is the shadow feathering. Maybe I can put it to maybe um, 10, reduce it to 10. Yeah, you can see how it feathers the shadow. You can increase it and you see how the feathering works. So this is about the drop shadow. Let's go back to let's go back to 15. So this is how the drop shadow works. On your own time, you can explore them. Here we have a preset for the drop shadow. So you can see that we have some modes that you can select. This is difference, this is add, and this is normal. So you can explore that on your own. This is about the drop shadow. Then the next one, here we have the control tool. Let me remove this drop shadow from here. We have the control tool. The control tool. Um, you can select the control tool and let's see how it works. You can use it to add control to your text or objects. This is it. Um, okay, this is the control. You can see that it added control around our text, and this control, you see that at the top here we have properties just like the drop shadow. Here, if I want to remove the control, I'll click clear control, and the control is gone. And you can change the color of the control. This is the color. We have red already there. You can change it to deep. You can change it to deep red, and you can use this is this is the control line. This is the control line color, and by default, I think it was on white. And here we have contour steps, you can put it to 2 step or 3 steps. If you're increasing it, you see how the contour increases. So let me go back to 1. And here we have the offset. You can increase it as well. You can increase the offset and decrease it. You see how it works around your text. So this is about adding contour to your text. So let me remove this, clear the contour, and let's go over to um another tool. This is the blend tool. Okay, how this blend tool work? I'm still using the contour is still selected. Okay, let me drop it. Why using these tools? Make sure you drop your tools to avoid what happened now to be happening to you. After using your tool, you drop it by selecting the pick tool, so you don't encounter such problem. Now let me draw a sphere, small one, and then big one. Now let me use this blend tool and then blend this to this. You can see how this blend tool works. You can see how it was. It blended this from the small, blended the size from the small to the big one that I drew earlier. So here now you can choose to change this. You see how it is changing. This is it. It blends it from the small one to the big one. Let's go back. Okay, this is about the blend tool. Use it to blend something together, just the way I have done. Now the next one here is distort. I can distort this object. I use it to distort an object. Let me distort it this way. So this is about the distort. You use it to distort an object into something else. After the distort, we have the envelope. The envelope. Okay, now look at how the envelope works. I select my text, and well, before that, let me duplicate this text. Duplicate by pressing Ctrl D. Pressing Ctrl D, and let's select the envelope. Now this text is selected already with the envelope tool. Now you can you can you can modify the shape of this text with the envelope tool. Let's modify this way. You see that this envelope to have nodes, just like curves. So you can use this to modify maybe the direction of your text. I want it to be this way or this way. So this is about the envelope tool. You use it to modify your text, just like I'm doing. So this is about the envelope tool. After the envelope tool, we have the extrude. The extrude tool, we use it to create 3D effects. For instance, we have our text here. I want to create an extrude. There's a 3D effect around this text. So what I do, I select and drag this a little this way or that way. Now you can see that I have a 3D text. Now from the property, let's see this clear extrude. It will remove the extrude, and now let me make it more visible from the color here. Um, let me change the back color. I'll use two. Let me blend it. Okay, I have two colors now from this. From here, you can use multiple color. While here, you can use solid color. That's one color. Now, here is the rotation. You can rotate this the way we want. You can rotate it this way. This is from the property. So you can see that we have a fine 3D text. So you can explore and see how this 3D text work. You can modify anything from the property bar here. Let me reduce this, reduce the extrude. Yeah, you can see it's more better now. Okay, this is our extrude text. After the extrude, we have the block shadow. I'm not going to explain that. The next tool I'm going to explain is the transparency tool. The transparency tool. Let me copy this here. Now this is the transparency tool. It adds transparency to your objects. For example, I can make this transparent, one-sided. Draw it this way. You can see that my text now is transparent, making here visible and here invisible. So the text is still existing there, but the transparency is making it invisible around this side. So this is how this transparency tool works. If I want to apply transparency here also, you can see that what we have here is extrude. It cannot be applied here. It cannot be applied here because of the extrude. So what we work here is only on the text. You can see that the text is being transparent while the extrude is stagnant. But I can't apply a transparency just like I applied in this one. You cannot apply it here because of the extrude. So let me clear the transparency tool from the property here. I clear this transparency. Now in the property, you can see that we have so many options there. Here is the elliptical transparency. You can add you can make your transparent you can make your transparency to be elliptical, or as you can see the transparency is rounded, and here is linear. This is elliptical, and this is conical. This is how it goes, and this is a um, rectangular transparency. The elliptical, maybe, for example, I want this text to be visible in the middle and transparent on both sides. So what I do here is I use elliptical transparency, increase it a bit, and here now I have this transparency at 100, meaning that the center is 100% transparent. And I can put it to 0% transparency in the center, and here we have 0%, which means there is no transparency here. Then for me to make it transparent, I will increase this to 100%. That means here is 100% and here is 100%. That's the outside of the text is 100%, while the inside here is 0%, making it more visible. Now, if I want to increase this, I can add a node here. I can add this point by double clicking and making it 0% transparency. That means I have limits to where my 100% transparency will begin. So this is about the transparency too. We'll explain more as time goes on. After the transparency, here we have the color eyedropper. The color eyedropper. Let me take this and I want to fill a color. I want to fill a color here, and the color I want to fill maybe is a color. Here I have something like dark green. I have something like dark green here, and this color is not on my previously used colors. So I want to pick a color from an object I have in my workspace, and I use the color eyedropper to pick that color. Now I pick it and go to where I want to fill it and fill it. Now this is about the color eyedropper. It filled that color on the object that I have uh, put it in. So after the color eyedropper, you have the interactive field tool. The interactive field tool, use it to add a color to our object. For example, here now I have I want to fill this with multiple colors. Already I have a color here, and I want to use the interactive field tool to fill the color. I can draw this way. I can draw this way here. Here now you see that what I'm doing now is using fountain fill. So here I have this color, and here I have white. Now I want to put it a different color, like this. Okay, now click outside. Now the interactive fill tool, I use it to add multiple colors to what I already have. This is a color and this is another color. For me to change the color, you click on this point on the block there, and it will bring out the color options for you to choose. So here now you can choose any color from this drop down. I can choose to change the color I had there before. Okay, this is it. Now I'll click outside, and this is what I have with the interactive field tool. Now we'll explain this coloring furthermore later. Then here I have the smart fill also. The smart fill, use it to fill uh, objects. For example, here now this is an object I have here already from the blend tool, and what I need is to get a particular area out with a color. So I fill here with a color, I fill here, I fill here, fill here, and fill here with this color. Now drop the tool, and when I select this, you see that it has selected that particular um, colors that I filled. Let me select this. Now, these are the colors that I filled. It has formed an object from the colors. So I have this, I have this, I have this, I have this, and I have this. These objects are based on the colors that the spaces that I filled with color. So it forms an object with them. That is why it's called the interactive filter. So it filled your color at a particular area that you selected. When there is line, it uses the line to separate it from getting through another uh, another portion of that object. So smart, that's the smart fill. So you can use it to fill here and maybe here. You see how smart? That's why it is called the smart fill. So it fills your color that way and creates an object from it. So this is uh, this is about the tools we have in CorelDRAW. The next video I'll be explaining some of the tools we have at the top here, from the standard toolbar and some of the property tools. I'll be explaining that in the next video. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have any question, you can put it in the comment section.